Good evening, everybody. I'm CJ Ward. We begin tonight with breaking news. We've been following a high-speed pursuit for the last 2 hours or so. It started in Ventura County, went to Santa Barbara County. It has just now ended in Ventura County. We're going to throw it out live now to Vicki Nguyen, who is live in Oxnard with the latest on this high-speed chase. Vicki.
That's right, CJ. I'm currently standing on American River, Core, and Town Center Drive. I'm going to step over to my left here so you guys can take a better look. The driver was driving that dark blue Honda Accord, which now you can see that the spike strips that they deployed did work, and the suspect did get out of the car and has led the officers on foot. From what we could tell earlier, there were undercover cops and as well as a K9 unit that were deployed here, and they are currently sweeping through the neighborhood looking for the suspect. From what we heard earlier, the suspect is described to be as a younger Hispanic male wearing a white shirt and shorts. We don't know if there were any passengers in his car, but there was a spot earlier where they did throw out something out of the window. Earlier they were driving at very unsafe speeds, probably, and what we've heard was 100 miles per hour. This block is entirely blocked off right now. No one can get in, no one can get out. There were certain times when the Ventura County Sheriff's Department stepped in and then the Highway Patrol stepped out, but now they are in Ventura County and Oxnard across the Collection Town Center Mall. That is all we have right now, but once we get more information, we will give you the very latest. Back to you, CJ.
And Vicki, just a quick question. Apparently the suspect approached two deputies and threatened them. Is that how this whole thing started?
Yes, so from what we know, he was pulled over, something happened, verbal words were exchanged, and they got into pursuit. Okay.
All right, Vicki Nguyen live in Oxnard with tonight's pursuit. Again, we'll pass along any information about that. The search is on for that suspect. In other news, a UCSB student who says she was raped in Isla Vista is suing the university and the UC Board of Regents. The civil suit alleges UCSB officials tried to talk her out of reporting the crime. News Channel 3's Kelsey Gherkins reports.
Haley Moore is still coping with what happened to her in October of last year.
I don't even like to think that I went to that school, honestly.
The UCSB freshman believes she was drugged at a party before being dragged into the suspect's apartment and raped. She says she woke up the next morning on the side of a road in Isla Vista, freaked out by what had happened to her. Moore says she reported the sexual assault to the police and to UCSB. But instead of getting help, she says the school encouraged her not to file a report.
I can say that I never had 1 ounce of sympathy.
Denied group therapy because it was full, because there are too many girls that have been raped. Well, you know what, if it's too full, start another group.
This is 100% against this happening to women and not having anything be done. And the school honestly makes me sick.
The Zotkin law firm is representing Moore. The civil action lawsuit is based on gender discrimination under Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972.
Title IX requires that any institution that receives federal funding end gender discrimination on their campus. And what that means is that when they receive a report of sexual assault, they are obligated to address that report. And what we've alleged in our complaint is that Santa Barbara failed to live up to any of these standards. They never investigated Haley's report. I mean, they actively discouraged her from pursuing any kind of investigation with the school.
Kelsey Gherkins, News Channel 3.
The Ventura County Sheriff's Department released the name of a man shot and killed by a deputy Wednesday morning. He's Bryant Neil Duncan. Duncan allegedly called 911 claiming a crime was about to be committed. When a sheriff's deputy showed up, Duncan approached the deputy armed with a knife and repeatedly asked the deputy to shoot him. A witness shot video of the confrontation. When Duncan charged at the deputy, he fired several shots, killing Duncan. The Sheriff's Department says it's a case of suicide by cop. A Santa Maria woman hit and killed by a truck this week is being remembered by friends and family. The big rig truck hit 59-year-old Mary Linda Cabrera as she pushed a shopping cart across West Cook Street. Police say the truck was going about 10 miles an hour when it hit Cabrera. Folks in the area say they've seen an increase in traffic in that area recently.
It didn't really get busy till about a year and a half ago when they moved in the tire place. Then I noticed a lot more traffic.
More than $2,000 has been raised so far on a GoFundMe page to help with funeral expenses. Now to a sad story out of Salinas. 2 people face murder and torture charges for killing 2 children whose bodies turned up in a storage locker. 39-year-old Tammy Joy Huntsman and a 17-year-old boy allegedly abused 3 children. Police found a 9-year-old girl injured and malnourished in a parked car. The bodies of a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old were discovered in a plastic container inside a storage locker in Redding. The 17-year-old will be charged as an adult. The man who bought 2 of the weapons used in the San Bernardino massacre is behind bars tonight, facing federal charges. It comes as President Obama prepares to meet with the victims and their families. Brandy Hitt reports.
He's the man authorities say purchased the 2 assault rifles used in the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil since 9/11. Now 24-year-old Enrique Marquez is under arrest, arriving at this federal courthouse to face several charges, including conspiring to provide material support to terrorists.
He said something on the lines of, like, there's a lot of Muslims in our own backyard just ready to just go haywire.
The FBI raided Marquez's home shortly after Saeed Farouk and Tashfeen Malik killed 14 people, learning of his close friendship with Farouk and other terror plots dating back to 2011. Investigators say the 2 friends planned attacking a Southern California community college with pipe bombs, then wanted to target drivers stuck in rush hour traffic. Those plots were never carried out.
He has provided them with a lot of detail about the weapons, about possibly other attacks planned, about conversations in particular with Farouk.
President Obama will visit San Bernardino Friday to meet privately with the victims and their families.
We will not be terrorized. We've prevailed over much greater threats than this.
Marquez is also facing weapons charges and immigration fraud for an alleged sham marriage with a member of Farouk's extended family. Investigators say he called 911 after the shooting spree, identifying Farouk as the killer using his gun. Brandy Hitt, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Santa Barbara police are trying to track down the person or the people who vandalized 30 vehicles on the city's west side overnight. News Channel 3's Vicki Nguyen reports.
Gustavo Hidalgo and his family didn't expect this to happen to them.
It's bad because, you know, it's the holidays, Christmas, and I got 3 kids.
Hidalgo and his neighbors are forced to use money that they've worked hard to save.
The money that we had for presents got spent on $640 tires, plus the windshields, like another $220 to get repaired, so that's like almost $1,000 that we had saved for presents.
Across the street, Hermelio Lopez's car also suffered the same damages.
I had to borrow the money for it because I had to work. If I don't repair it, I can't go to work.
Santa Barbara police are calling this incident a vandalism spree.
The cars on San Pasqual Street were vandalized in a manner in which a combination of slashed tires and smashed windows, and I believe the vehicles on Gillespie Way had slashed tires.
The case is still under investigation.
At the time officers were there this morning documenting everything, only some of the victims were contacted. In some cases, notes were left on the damaged vehicles with instructions for the victims to contact us and speak to investigators.
So far, neither witnesses nor vandals have come forward.
Hopefully they get these guys, but it's their Christmas and it's spent on tires and the windshield.
And anybody with information is asked to call the police department. You can remain anonymous. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump is holding a lead in the polls. He has a 23-point lead over Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Trump appeared on Jimmy Kimmel's show last night. He joked about his rivals by reading a Dr. Seuss book. Kimmel pressed Trump about his controversial plan to ban Muslims from entering the U.S., informing the GOP candidate that many voters view that ban as un-American.
We have people coming into our country that are looking to do tremendous harm. You look at look at Paris. Look at what happened in Paris. I mean, these people, they did not come from Sweden, okay?
Meanwhile, on the Democratic side, just days before their debate on ABC, Bernie Sanders picked up a big endorsement from the CWA, a 700,000-member labor union representing telecommunications workers. Well, raising a family in Santa Barbara can be very expensive. There are families who need extra help during the holiday season. The Santa Barbara Police Department and its Adopt a Family program held its 15th annual holiday party tonight. Low-income families who were identified by school officials and local agencies were invited.
Pride ourselves on being a community-oriented police department, and this is one way in which we connect with the community. And I think it's important because for these families, and particularly these children, we make a lasting impression that they will remember for a long, long time.
And families got to meet police officers and, of course, Santa. And before the party, children wrote down what they wanted for Christmas, and each child received a personalized gift. Coming up, the much-anticipated film of the year is now in theaters. Pre-show tickets broke box office records. Will show you how Star Wars is actually helping out the local economy. That's coming up on News Channel 3 at 11.
Yes, CJ, we can't wait to see how that movie does. We know it's going to be a big blockbuster this weekend. Hopefully I get out there to see it. And today in Santa Barbara, 66 degrees. Coming up, though, we are tracking some changes in your Friday and weekend forecast. Those details when we come back.
Live, CJ Ward, Chief Meteorologist Alan Rose, and Mike Land Sports. This is KEYT News Channel 3, where the news comes first.
Receive a credit of up to $6,500 at the BMW Happier Holiday event today.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time event, Friday through Sunday. Earl Warren Showgrounds, Santa Barbara.
Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only.
New 2016 inventory.
12 months interest-free financing.
Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Friday through Sunday. Earl Warren Showgrounds, Santa Barbara.
Free admission.
Free parking.
Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Experience the year of Honda at Santa Barbara Honda. The all-new 2016 Civic, a Kelley Blue Book overall best buy. The all-new 2016 Pilot, a top safety pick plus. New CRV, best compact SUV for 2015. New Fit, best car for the money. Newly redesigned 2016 Accord. Lease for just $199 a month. Honda, Kelley Blue Book, best overall brand. Find a huge selection, year-end savings on new and used, and easy financing with the Credit Wizard. All at Santa Barbara Honda during Happy Honda Days. 475 South Kellogg in the Kellogg Auto Center, Goleta.
Hi, George Thompson here. Since 1977, America's most trusted name for diamonds.
Well, initially we came to George Thompson because of the price, and then we found out about the service, the staff, and George Thompson.
We keep coming back to George Thompson because the people are just fabulous. Everyone is.
And we've bought 5 rings. Go to George Thompson and it would be worth the drive.
Save up to 75% right off 101 and Las Posas Road in Camarillo.
Tonight, host of ABC's New Year's Rockin' Eve, Ryan Seacrest.
3, 2, 1.
Plus Chata De Laurentiis, and this year in Unnecessary Censorship 2015. New Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight on ABC.
It's one of the most anticipated movie openings in years. Star Wars: The Force Awakens is expected to be a major blockbuster at the ticket office and maybe for the local economy. News Channel 3's Keith Carls joins us live from the Santa Maria Town Center Mall, where Star Wars fans turned out in droves tonight. Keith.
That's right, CJ. The Santa Maria Town Center Mall was packed tonight with Star Wars fans eagerly anticipating this, what is expected to be a blockbuster hit. The hope here at the mall is that it'll turn out to be blockbuster business for mall tenants. The Star Wars Force awakened the Santa Maria Town Center Mall. The movie bringing plenty of people to the mall.
There's been a lot more people walking through, especially today. There's the huge line that's going on out there, and they're needing to walk around and check things out. And yeah, they've been looking at things and picking up comic books and graphic novels while they're here. Star Wars related things and other things too.
This is okay for you? One French fries, please.
The throngs of Star Wars fans needed somewhere to eat.
There are people that come to buy tickets, and the showing they want is going to be sold out, and they're going to have to get a showing 4 hours later. What are they going to do? They're going to shop for 4 hours, right?
Even those who weren't there to see the movie helped to make it a busy night at the Town Center Mall. You think you'll see the movie?
No, I'm not into Star Wars.
Blockbuster opening aside, the Santa Maria Town Center Mall was alive and well, with all ages making merry and money for mall tenants.
Just a Thursday night, we're usually not this busy. We actually had a customer come and ask, oh, it's very busy right now. I usually come on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's not this busy. I've never even seen the movie line lined up.
Now, the last showing for Star Wars The Force Awakens is at 1 o'clock this morning here at the Santa Maria Town Center Mall, so there will be plenty of people in the mall in the early hours. The thing is that the crowds are expected to be even bigger tomorrow night and through the weekend, obviously being the last weekend before the Christmas holiday. Live in downtown Santa Maria, Keith Quarles, News Channel 3.
Yeah, they get the diehards tonight, 1 o'clock in the morning showing up, and then you have the mass crowds that show up on
all
Saturday.
Weekend. Yeah. And you know that the diehards are going to see it 2, 3, 4,
absolutely
5 times.
Yeah.
I mean, they're expecting billions of dollars, right? This could be the highest grossing film. So, stay tuned. The exciting stuff. I know I want to see it soon, as I mentioned earlier. But CJ, the story tonight, if you were waiting outside, in Santa Barbara, we have the outdoor theaters, the Arlington showing it.
Right.
People outside bundled up because temps are in the 40s and 50s across the South Coast. But the cold stuff, much like what we've seen all week at this hour, in the valleys. We're down to the 30s already in Paso Robles, Ojai as well in the 30s, San Ynez, even Lompoc down to 39 degrees, whereas Santa Maria still in the lower 40s. We do have a frost advisory back in effect. This is the second night in a row with these conditions, and this alert does call for temperatures to dip down to the 30s out across the central coast, again, not including Santa Barbara, but it does include Vandenberg, Lompoc, Santa Maria, Orcutt, San Luis Obispo as well. And with areas of patchy frost, you do want to bring in the pets and protect some of the tender vegetation, even the small potted plants. I think it's a good idea to just bring them in, probably keep them in through the weekend, or at least for the next night or two. Put them back out Saturday, though. That's when rain moves back into the forecast. Tonight, no sign of rain from Ventura County into Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo. But take a look to the north. Another major powerhouse of a storm is bringing heavy rain and snow to the Pacific Northwest. And it's this system that does bring the change to our weather as we head towards Saturday. But tomorrow, that's still the dry, mild, and mostly sunny day. Temperatures even into the 70s across the warmest valleys. I think mostly everyone else is in the 60s. And all that is because high pressure gets to hang on for one more day. That's our fair weather maker, folks. But behind it, low pressure to the north drives this cold front of the cold air to the south. It's going to kick up the showers and bring back those gusty winds through the weekend as well. So let's take you hour by hour with the Futurecast. Again, no need for the umbrella tomorrow, but the latest model's a little quicker with this already fast-moving system. You can see around 3 o'clock rain across parts of San Luis Obispo and western Santa Barbara counties through about 5:30 as well. Santa Barbara sees some light rain, maybe between the hours of 6 and 9 a.m. Ventura County a little bit later than that. And then pretty much by the lunch hour, even late morning, things begin to clear out, except for the mountains, some lingering instability and cold air there means we could see some showers through about Saturday afternoon. But for the rest of us, here's a look at the estimated rainfall totals. If you watched us earlier tonight, the numbers were much higher, up near maybe a half an inch in some parts north of Santa Barbara, closer to a quarter inch south. So a little bit lower tonight, but we're still expecting some of that rain to move through. So tomorrow we're looking at mostly 60s. We'll see mid-60s in Santa Maria, upper 60s around Slow, 60 tomorrow in Cambria and Paso Robles. There's those 70s painted across Ventura County, but mostly 60s by the coast. Santa Barbara 7-day forecast. Some light rain moves through early Saturday. Sunday it dries out, but gusty winds move in behind that fast-moving cold front. And then mostly cloudy skies early next week. And we could even see a few showers move through in this northwest flow. But even with that northwest flow, CJ, looks like we see a little bit of a warm-up next week. Maybe some light rain returns Christmas Eve. So sort of an active pattern setting up, but nothing significant for now on the horizon.
Okay, thank you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hashtag KEYT family. Show us your life.
KEYT family.
Because we're in this together.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The Odyssey Special Edition, featuring the Honda Vac and a rear entertainment system. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event and you could get a great deal on KBB.com's best value brand. Now at your Honda dealer.
Proud to celebrate what's right with your community. Like this local man and his family who decided to pool money they otherwise would have spent on gifts and anonymously donated it to a low-income senior. And 4 local churches who united to collect food that will feed 3,000 less fortunate families in our area. The community responded with more than 1,000 turkeys and chickens and more than $5,000 in cash. Just 2 examples of what's right with your community. Brought to you by Union Bank.
It took dozens of prototypes, hundreds of crash simulations, thousands of hours of painstaking craftsmanship, and an infinite reserve of patience to create a vehicle that looks, drives, and thinks like nothing else on the road. The all-new GLC, the SUV the world has been waiting for, starting at $38,950.
It's a very robust academic group of highly talented physicians. Dr. Chang has at least 2 or 3 degrees from Harvard and 1 from MIT.
The Cancer Center here really stood out in my mind in terms of the training that the other physicians had had, the quality of the staff, the commitment of the leadership. All of those elements were important.
The field is growing rapidly. A lot more patients are living longer with less side effects, getting back to their lives.
Okay, we have an update now on a breaking news story that we brought you at the top of the newscast. A high-speed chase that went through 2 counties, Santa Barbara and Ventura counties. It speeds up to 100 miles an hour. It went on for almost 2 hours. We're going to throw it back out to Vicki Nguyen live in Oxnard with an update. Vicki.
Hi, CJ. I'm still standing here on American River Court and Town Center Drive, right across the street from Collection in Oxnard. I'm going to step away so you guys can take a better look. Right in front of you right now is a blue, dark Honda Accord. If you notice, the very front tires, they are completely gone because of the spike strips. The suspect managed to park the car as he fled on foot, and officers are still looking for him. They've completely closed the block down, and they have many blocks to go through to look for the suspect. And as of now, from what we can tell, no one is getting in or out of this area. And earlier we were noticing law enforcement officials going through that car, and they actually pulled out a dark gray hoodie and brought it out towards the vehicles. But that's all we have for now. We'll keep you guys posted. In Oxnard, Vicki Nguyen, News Channel 3.
Okay, so they're still looking for him. Thank you, Vicki. And my understanding is that that suspect threatened those undercover sheriff's deputies. We'll have more on that. We'll find out if they catch that guy. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We now are gay apparel, fa la 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 la.
You deal with the wrapping. Let the UPS store deal with getting it there. Come in today and ask our certified packing experts about our pack and ship guarantee.
Refresh, renew, rejuvenate, rebath. Create the bathroom of your dreams today with the largest selection of innovative products, including Forza Stone, beautiful groutless natural stone slabs, from Turkish travertine to Italian and Spanish marble. Or check out an interlocking, floating porcelain floor from Avere. It's fast to install in almost any room, plus easy to clean and stain resistant. Call for a free in-home design consultation or visit us online.
It's not easy running a small business, especially in a tight economy. And our business thrives only when people here in Ventura have good jobs. That's why I'm concerned about proposed bans on local energy production. It means we'll be forced to import poorly regulated oil, cut local services, and send more money and jobs out of the county. Let's keep Ventura open for business. Let's keep oil production here where it's done under strict regulation to protect the environment while creating jobs and tax revenues.
Life is unpredictable. Life is deaths and births, sickness and health, love and heartbreak. And Covered California is there for it all, not just to help keep you well, but to make sure the cost of being unwell doesn't ruin this whole life thing. Because it's more than just healthcare. It's life care.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a spa and swim spa Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance on new 2016 inventory. Earl Warren Showgrounds, Santa Barbara. Over 100 spas on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Spas starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 12-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old spa. Friday through Sunday. Earl Warren Showgrounds, Santa Barbara. Free admission. Free parking. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Hey, talk about a great field trip for the Camarillo High School football team. This morning, the Scorpions stuffed the bus and headed north to Sacramento to play in a state championship bowl game. Good times. Students and family members filled the bleachers to give the 15-0 Scorpions quite the send-off. Camarillo plays Del Oro of Loomis tomorrow at 4 o'clock at Sacramento State for the State Division II AA title. Now, late this afternoon, Camarillo practiced for the final time this year. Our Arsenio de los Santos caught up with them as they worked out in Northern California at Monterey Trail High School in Elk Grove. The undefeated Scorpions have already made school and Ventura County history. The many seniors on this team realize the finality of this State Bowl championship game.
Realizing that it's our last week, our last game together, and it's just going to be a pretty emotional game.
This is it. This is literally like, there's no more next week, there's no more pause. You know, this is our last time playing football as one team and, you know, getting to play as the Camarillo Scorpions.
It is a close-knit team indeed. Now, Center Rays in Sacramento will have all the highlights and reaction tomorrow night in an extended sportscast at 11. Now, there will be another competition taking place on that same field. Center de los Santos reports a pair of cousins will face off against each other for the title and bragging rights.
The Camarillo football team is living in every young man's dream of playing in the state championship game.
We're 15-0. I mean, it can't get much better than that.
But for the Mascarella family, it does. That's because Camarillo's senior, Brian Mascarella, and his younger brother, Caden, will face off against their cousin, AJ Mascarella, who's a senior at Del Oro.
They've been buddies since they were, you know, just little. I mean, we got pictures of them playing together since the time they were in diapers.
Playing against each other for the title is something they've dreamt about after watching their older cousin play in the state championship game 5 years ago.
At that game, AJ and Ryan had their fingers in each other's chest going, wouldn't it be great if we would play in this game against each other?
Ever since then, we were like, how awesome would it be if our teams met in the state finals, and now it's actually happening, which is just incredible.
Not only is the title on the line, but more importantly for this family, a lifetime of bragging rights are at stake.
We're all getting ready for a family vacation on Tuesday, so no matter who wins, the boys are going to be stuck with each other, and somebody's going to have some serious bragging rights.
It's going to be great, because I don't plan on losing, so.
And you'll be able to spot out their cheering section. 40-plus family members will be making the trip to cheer for both sides.
Honestly, we're just so excited for each other's kids and the experience, and we're really looking forward to the experience itself of just sharing it together.
It's just an incredible feeling. It's nothing we're ever going to forget.
Senorita Dos Santos, News Channel 3.
A family affair indeed. Real quick, men's college basketball, Cal Poly losing at USC tonight, 101-82. We'll be right back.
Receive a credit of up to $6,500 at the BMW Happier Holiday event today.
These days, everything's smart. Phones, cars, even TVs. Now's the time to get the smartest TV, internet, and voice services for your home at $29.99 a month each. The Spectrum Triple Play. Call 844-885-2999. Why is the Spectrum Triple Play so smart? You get all your favorite HD channels free. And all your primetime shows are free on demand so you can watch instantly. Spectrum TV for $29.99 a month. Call 844-885-2999. Get the fastest internet at 60 megabits per second with no data caps. That's 20 times faster than DSL, with a free internet modem and bandwidth to support all those smart devices in your home. Spectrum Internet for $29.99 a month. Call 844-885-2999. With Spectrum Voice, enjoy unlimited nationwide calling with no hidden taxes or fees like the phone companies charge you. All for a great price with no contracts. Spectrum TV, Internet, and Voice for $29.99 a month each. Call 844-885-2999.
Experience the year of Honda at Santa Barbara Honda. The all-new 2016 Civic, a Kelley Blue Book overall best buy. The all-new 2016 Pilot, a top safety pick plus. New CRV, best compact SUV for 2015. New Fit, best car for the money. Newly redesigned 2016 Accord. Lease for just $199 a month. Honda, Kelley Blue Book, best overall brand. Find a huge selection, year-end savings on new and used, and easy financing with the Credit Wizard. All at Santa Barbara Honda during Happy Honda Days. 475 South Kellogg in the Kellogg Auto Center, Goleta.
At News Channel 3, we know you hate ripoffs. No one wants to see the bad guy win. And when you hear about cover-ups and wasted tax dollars, you want something done about it. And that's why I'm here.
He's tracked down scams, saved homes and jobs, uncovered waste, and gotten hundreds of thousands of your dollars back. He's C.J. Ward, the only investigative reporter on local television. News Channel 3 investigations are watching out for you. Click or call and put C.J. to work for you.
Well, now you don't have to wait for the holiday season to see your favorite cartoon beagle. Snoopy, the Peanuts character, will start appearing on license plates across California in 2016. More than 7,500 Snoopy fans made prepaid orders for the license plate, pushing the state to start production next year. Now, the super cool Beagles plate will sell for $50, and with all proceeds going to help support the state's museums, the zoos, the aquariums, and the science centers. And that's pretty cool. That's a really neat idea.
Joe Cool.
Joe Cool.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Good one. Good one. I like Woodstock too, by the way.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Let's think about a look at the forecast. Yeah, so we do have dry conditions tomorrow, but a quick change, but a fast-moving front. So the change doesn't last long. That rolls through early Saturday morning. I think it's just a little bit of light rain in Santa Barbara. And then we see gusty winds and drier conditions Saturday afternoon. Lompoc, also get ready for some cooler temps this weekend. A little bit of light rain, mostly during the pre-dawn hours to the north. Ventura, if you see some, it'll fall mostly mid to late morning. So again, coming from the north, moving to the south pretty quick.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for Jimmy Kimmel. He's coming up next.